Hi everyone, it's Mrs Rigby here with an update on what's happening at the moment for those engaging at home and engaging at school, what I've called our new normal. There's an update on free school meal arrangements, an explanation about how we're supporting you to stay safe at home, and if that isn't possible, how we are risk assessing if a pupil needs to be readmitted to school. There's also some more information about how you can use the welfare calls from school to support you, along with some frequently asked questions. There are some slides which help guide you on the website, a link to government guidance and some details of support you can access in Hillingdon. And watch out, I've hidden some hearts in this presentation for you to spot. So, the new normal for most of us is staying at home to reduce the spread of infection, take the pressure off the NHS and allow them to build up their capacity to nurse seriously ill people. The government has advised that we should only leave our homes for the following reasons: shopping for basic necessities, for example, food and medicine, as infrequently as possible; one form of exercise a day, for example, a run, walk or cycle, alone or with members of your household; any medical need, including to donate blood, avoid risk of harm, provide care or help a vulnerable person; and travelling for work purposes, but only where you cannot work from home. We all know how important regular exercise is, and it's been great to hear all the creative ways you've been doing this. Lots of you are joining in with online fitness workouts. Some of you have made home gyms with tins for weights. Some of you have set up circuit training with sit-ups, push-ups, star jumps and skipping. It's also fantastic that you've been getting your daily hour of exercise outside the home. Everyone is saying how important this is for those of us who are not shielding. The government updated their advice to include that where individuals with learning disabilities or autism require specific exercise in an open space 2 or 3 times each day, this is allowed. Remember, if you aren't shielding, it's safe to exercise outside the home in the local area, but also remember to keep at least 2 metres away from others and still cross the road safely. As you know, the current situation has meant a huge change to the way our pupils are engaging with education. Our teachers working from home have created a fantastic bank of resources to use with your child. Each week, a new themed set of resources aimed at the 3 levels of learning will be uploaded to the website. Last week, the theme was festivals and celebrations, and this week, it's You've Got a Friend in Me. I've seen the pupils engaging at school working on these topics and am impressed at the creativity they are showing, not only in completing tasks but also coming up with their own ideas around the topics. If you would like to share photos of your work on the website, please email them to anorris@meadowhighschool.org. We would love to see them. We're continuing to provide vouchers for pupils who are entitled to free school meals. This is a £15 voucher that can be spent at a supermarket you choose, either Morrison's, Tesco's, Sainsbury's, Asda, Waitrose, Aldi or Marks and Spencer's. The weekly voucher will either be posted or hand-delivered to your home as agreed. Please bear with us if the day you receive your voucher fluctuates. The online portal where we organise the vouchers is extremely busy and school staff are often having to log onto the system in the evening to ensure you get your voucher. If you are still really struggling, please let us know. We have a small emergency food bank donated by staff, their families and friends. We can drop a bag of shopping while we help you access other food banks and charities. As many people have had a change of circumstance at this time, you may now need to register for free school meals so that you are entitled to the weekly voucher. If you think this applies to you, please call the school on 01895 443310 or leave a message with jrigby@meadowhighschool.org. May I say a huge thank you to all the families of our pupils for working so hard to keep your children at home. I know that many of you are juggling working from home, supporting multiple children who are completing work for different schools, and also the complex care and support needed so that your child is not overly anxious and their behaviour doesn't escalate. You are doing an amazing job, and I thank you on behalf of everybody at Meadow. We have to acknowledge though that for some pupils, despite everyone's best efforts, it is no longer safe for them to remain at home. For these pupils, we complete a risk assessment which consider the risk at home compared to the risks at school. Where we feel there is no more support that can be put in place and the risk is significant, we will readmit a pupil. If the risk then reduces again, engaging at school will be reviewed. Please alert us to any difficulties you are facing at home in relation to your child, either during your welfare call or by leaving a message on the school phone with your name, the pupil's name, and a brief outline of your concerns. We will call you back to discuss this further and to see what support we can offer. Thank you for your positive response to our welfare calls. I'm glad you're finding these helpful. I've included a few frequently asked questions below with our responses. Number 1, my child is bored at home. Can they come into school? During the weekly phone call, our team will assess if your child is safe at home. If they are, then we will support you for them to remain at home. If, however, there are concerns over their safety, the school's safeguarding leads will liaise with social services to risk assess the situation and decide the best course of action. My child is refusing to go out of the house at all. What can I do? The school team can provide social stories for you to use with your child to help them understand how to leave the house safely for exercise. We can also provide bespoke programmes to support you and your child regarding exercise and safety. Number 3, we don't have a garden or balcony and my child is worried about going out in our local area. What can we do? We now have a booking system where families living in isolation together in one house can use the school's playground and playing field. Families are welcome to bring a football, frisbee, bikes and scooters to use during the allocated time. If there are siblings and any other family members in the house, they are welcome to join our pupil. Number 4, my child is completing the work set really quickly. Can we have more work provided? In the first instance, we would hope that families can support their child to expand on and extend the work that has been suggested. In normal school, pupils will often quickly finish, only for teaching staff to find that so much more could have been done. Pupils working at this level are also encouraged to complete their own projects, either based on the suggested work or their personal areas of interest. This could include research, a diary, arts and crafts, music, gardening, cooking, etc. It's also a good time to teach your child practical home skills like cooking, cleaning, washing up, drying up, loading and unloading the dishwasher, stripping the bed, putting new bedding on, gardening, loading the washing machine, hanging out washing, etc. Use this time to your advantage. Also, please remember, there is no intention for pupils to be working normal school hours. Number 5. We don't have access to any computers or iPads. How can my child access the work on the website? As most of our staff are working at home, we have had to provide them with the laptops and iPads from school, so we do not have capacity to loan to pupils. We are currently exploring whether any of our pupils are eligible for the government device scheme. However, this is a very restricted scheme and many of our pupils are not eligible. Therefore, for those pupils who cannot access any device, we are currently printing out work packs and delivering these to pupils' homes. But please be aware, we do not have the capacity to do this for every child. Number 6. When will the next free school meal voucher arrive? We are supplying vouchers weekly. Due to the voucher system being very busy, this can take a long time and be unpredictable. We're not able to give a definite day of the week when vouchers will be posted or delivered to you. However, at the moment, every family has received their voucher every week. Number 7. When will schools reopen? Unfortunately, no one knows yet. Until the government announce changes to the stay-at-home message and restrictions, we have to continue with our current arrangements. Local authorities and head teachers are not told of changes in advance. We find out at the same time as the rest of the nation. However, we have created our school opening plan, which will be implemented as soon as restrictions are lifted. I hope to be able to give you an update after the next update from the government, which I believe will be sometime next week. Number 8. Will schools open fully to all pupils, and will normal lessons start again immediately? Probably not. It is likely that once schools open, there will still be guidance in place about social distancing, which will probably mean that pupils return to school on a part-time basis. Also, we know that for quite a few of our staff have received notification that they, or a person in the house where they live, should shield for 12 weeks. This will affect our staffing levels and our ability to supervise all our pupils at once. It is likely that lessons will be conducted in class bases to avoid movement about the site and contact between people. Most lessons will be a continuation of our current topic-based learning, with some exceptions for exam courses. In those cases, pupils remain in class and staff will come to them. I hope you found some of that helpful. I've just noticed a few typos as I was reading it, so please forgive me for those. The Meadow High School website is where you can access all the resources that we're putting out for your child. I've included these pages on how to access that again. On this page, you can make the website more accessible for you. On this page, if you click here, you can pick your preferred language, so the language that you normally speak. If you click here, you can search for things using keywords like maths, English. If you click here, you will find all the work and activities that we have created for your child. You can use the links on the right of the page by the arrow to access work and activities. You can also scroll down on the left of the page for activities, links, support, and much, much more. If you're interested in looking at the government guidance that schools are accessing or the advice regarding COVID-19, please use the links on this page. And here is a reminder of some of the support that you can access in Hillingdon. And please, if you are struggling with anything and are unsure where to get support, please talk to the person who does your weekly phone call, or call us and leave a message on 01895 443310. We don't know all the answers, but we will do our very best to signpost you to where support can be found. So all that remains for me to do is to praise our amazing pupils. Thank you for behaving well, remaining positive, and helping your families. You are all superstars. And to you, our superhero families, who not only working from home, but have also become teachers and entertainers, we salute you and will be clapping for you this Thursday. Thank you so much for all you are doing. Keep up your spirits, and best wishes from all the team at Meadow High School. Oh, and P.S. Did you count all the hearts?